Congressman, thanks for joining us. First, I want you to listen to how the White House press secretary today spoke about these oil cuts and the goals of President Biden's trip to Saudi Arabia back in July. Listen to this.
The way we see it, it was short-sighted because it was a decision that was self-interest decision, and so we have been very clear. To your point, our trip this past summer to the Middle East was not about oil. Yes, it was energy security, a topic. Absolutely, energy security was a topic.
Congressman, what's your reaction to that?
Look, the Saudi decision is appalling because it reeks of ingratitude. America has done so much for Saudi Arabia. We supply them with 70% of their arms. We stood up for their sovereignty when Saddam Hussein was going to invade. And for them to hurt and fleece Americans in their pocketbooks at a time of crisis is just wrong. And there need to be consequences. The president has said there need to be consequences. Senator Blumenthal and I today introduced legislation to put a pause on all arms sales to the Saudis.
This pause, you're proposing legislation actually to halt U.S. arms sales to Saudi Arabia, at least for the time being. Does it give you any pause, Congressman, at all, that this potentially could provoke Saudi Arabia and maybe even backfire big time, actually raise prices on Americans here at home?
No, Wolf, because they've already made such drastic cuts. And if they cut any further, the other people in OPEC, other countries, I think, would not go along with that pledge. I mean, here's the fact. They have made almost $100 billion on their sales of oil in 2022. They've got a 70+% margin on the oil. So the argument that the economics aren't working just doesn't make sense. And I think it's time we use our leverage. I mean, look, we can literally ground the Saudi plane Air Force to a halt. They rely on American technicians to fly their planes. And again, it's time that they respect America for all that we've done for them.
Do you have any sense, Congressman, of whether or not President Biden will actually get behind your proposed legislation?
Well, he was asked about it directly today. He said he's considering it. Senator Blumenthal and I have both been in touch with senior White House officials who have said that the president is re-examining the Saudi relationship, that he plans to take action, and I'm confident he will take some action that is going to be significant. Now, whether it's the exact proposal Senator Blumenthal and I propose, I don't know, but I do think there are going to be consequences.
What are the implications here, Congressman, for Democrats heading into the midterm elections?
Well, look, it's not good for Americans, and it's not good to see gas prices go up. That's obviously politics 101. But my interest is not the politics. My interest is, why is Saudi Arabia not taking into consideration Americans and our gas prices at a time where we are hurting because of the war in Putin? And why is Saudi Arabia aligning with Putin and serving Putin's interests instead of ours?
Congressman Khanna, thanks so much for joining us.
Thank you.